At what point does a moment become a memory? We all have memories. Every moment becomes stored in our brain and it chooses if it wants to forget said memory or remember it forever. Sometimes we notice it happening right then and there, thinking to ourselves, this will be ingrained in my brain forever. I never want to forget this. I will remember this. But how does a moment become a memory? Is it because we felt a lot of emotion? Was it shared with someone? Maybe because we captured it on a phone? Perhaps because it was difficult, or because we shared it over and over again. Do you remember it because it was sad, or because it was inextricably happy? Sometimes memories stick because it was different than all the rest. A moment out of the ordinary, an experience you never want to do again, or one that you want to do over and over for the rest of your life. The first time for everything seems to stick. Of course, we may not remember our first steps, but we remember our first kiss or our first heartbreak. Sometimes it's less than a memory, just a feeling. The hazy recollection of our childhood home, or the faint sound of your grandpa's sneeze. When you were experiencing something for the first time, did you know it would be something you would hold on to? When you hugged your 5th grade best friend, did you know it would be the last time? Sometimes we hold on to those memories, or sometimes we can hardly draw them out of the crevices of our mind because we have neglected them. When we recall a memory, we aren't even recalling the actual event. We'll reshape that memory to seem better, worse, or warped than what actually happened. We tell ourselves something different each time we recall it, adding new details, forgetting the parts we didn't like. Our brain edits the memories and puts them under a new light, a new lens, a new filter, hazing the memory slowly until it is barely something we remember. Since I was a kid, I have loved making videos. That way, the moment would be captured forever. I filmed, hoping that if I did, the memory would stick. But even when I go back and watch the video, it looks different to how I recall. Something changed. Or perhaps I'd changed. And I don't recognize the girl in the video anymore. Sometimes solitary moments stand out to us and poignantly look at us with wide eyes. I may forget the swing I sat at when I had my first heartbreak, but I won't forget that feeling. My biology is programmed to remember the feeling that I experienced. So what will we remember? The feelings, the moments, the memories themselves, or an amalgamation of all of them? How likely are we to remember the thousands of videos we watched on our screen before bed, when we are much more inclined to remember the laughs we shared with our siblings on a makeshift floor mattress? Christopher McCandless said it best: happiness only real when shared. Our memories are sharpest when we have someone to recall them with. This isn't to say that all solitary moments are not memorable, but I have a feeling that the point when a moment becomes a memory is when it was shared next to another, feeling the same things we felt, hearing the same things we heard, and seeing the same things we saw. Whether captured or not, we hope that some things will just stay, turning from a moment to a memory.